will the real Sam Davis Jr. please stand up? We have a true horse race. We have not one, not two, but three projects that tackle actually different aspects of the stand-up comedian entertainer's life. And I find this such an interesting time to profile this person at this juncture in time, but also present three different aspects of him. So this week, MGM, the team behind Queen and Slim, and the producers that do a lot of indie work, Bad Education is their last film. Sight Unseen's Julia Lebedev and Eddie Vassman are the producing team behind this project. So let's look a little bit at the angle for this project.
Yeah, so we're talking about, it's actually untitled, but it's going to be based on the memoir, Sammy Davis Jr., My Father. And this is one of a trio of films in the works about Sammy Davis Jr., but this one's going to focus on Sammy Davis in the 60s, trying to put together a showbiz reunion while patching up, relationships with people that were fractured along the way. It's an interesting team behind the film, I agree with you. But as we look at the three projects, so we have this one on MGM, we have Paramount has one, which notably they have the music rights to Sammy Davis Jr. And then there's something over at Netflix, and apparently that one may be the one that films first. So it's a whole bunch of things. It actually reminds me of, for a while, there was a few Jimi Hendrix movies in development, all with different people. And the one that came out first was, I believe, was called All Is True. Didn't have the music rights and actually was not a very good film. So I'm curious how you make this movie with only part of the elements. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it comes together. But yeah, I think each of these projects has a bit of an uphill battle to climb.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. A thought occurred to me is, why not cast the same, because there's going to be time between these projects. One is getting ready to go in April. I was thinking, why not use the same actor?
I'm sure that'll be a lot of contractual jumping around that no one wants to deal with. But you're right. I mean, the MGM project set in the 60s. The Paramount one is more of a life story. And the Netflix project is about his relationship with Kim Novak. So yeah, I mean, that'd be an interesting approach, have the same actor tell all these bits of the story. But, outside of Kevin Feige and his way to get Marvel deals in place, I don't know who else could pull it together. But yeah, that would be cool. I mean, that would be interesting. But yeah, these music biopics are always a tricky thing, because you either have like a home run, like as we've talked about repeatedly, Bohemian Rhapsody or Rocket Man, where you have the music and everything in place, or you're kind of stuck in this half measure kind of thing. So I don't know.
Yeah, we don't want to go the Velvet Goldmine route.
Unless you're Todd Haynes and you can pull it off.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
I'm Eric Lavallée. I'm editor-in-chief and site owner for IONCINEMA.com. And this is
Kevin Jagernauth, contributing writer for the playlist.
And together we are IndieSponge.